So the Texas Senate is set to talk about putting the Ten Commandments in schools, so let's talk about it, I guess. One thing to keep in mind is that this is not the first time Texas has talked about putting the Ten Commandments in schools. I remember back when I was in school, like 15, 20 years ago, they were talking about this, and I'm pretty sure they talked about it even before then. So it is far from the first time they've talked about it, it's just never been successful. However, since Texas Republicans seem to be emboldened to just pass whatever they want lately, that's why we're talking about it again. The word choice of the law is very specific. It basically mandates that every single elementary or secondary classroom in the state of Texas would be required to have at least a 16 by 20 poster that states the Ten Commandments from the King James Bible. And that it has to be conspicuous, I guess, meaning that it can't be hidden behind anything. But yeah, that this has to be in there. And I'm going to be honest with you, as a person who's not particularly religious, this just seems silly, you know? Especially because it does not talk about funding for this, because since it would be required to be a 16 by 20 poster, it's not like we could just, use regular sheets of computer paper to print this out and willy-nilly make it happen. No, this would be a very specific thing that districts would have to either special order or, have to go through some sort of process. It would probably cost thousands of dollars to actually make this happen. And yet there's no funding attached to it. And so, given the situation where districts are already a little scrapped for funding, this just seems like an unnecessary waste. And yet, today they're going to talk about it, so who knows?